So the word everyone implies literally everyone in the world, right? That you never have a chance to meet. Like people in deserted islands, people who still live in tribal villages, and they don't know you, right? And everyone also implies everyone throughout the history of time, before you were born and after you die, they're gonna hate you. But the thing is, while you know this logically, so also another thing is Hitler is like globally hated, but there are people who don't really hate Hitler, right? Jesus and Buddha are like the universally loved figures, but not everyone likes Jesus and Buddha. Some people hated Jesus and Buddha in their time, right? So what's important is you're not a saint, and even saints have haters. You are not like a nefarious villain, and even those people have people who like them. But then again, you know these things. Because when I ask you, like, hey, did literally everyone hate Hitler? It's easy to tell that he must have had some support back in Germany, right? So just like that, you logically know these things. But your head and your heart are interacting in a different way. Your heart is engaging in the activity of hating yourself. Therefore, everything you see is kind of a validation of that. You said it yourself, right? It's a heart-based feeling. It's a feeling that everyone hates me. And does it help? Does it have utility? It's like you suddenly caught yourself like, picking your fingernails. And then you catch yourself, and then it's like bleeding, and it's like, do you want to continue doing it? Yeah, but I mean, it's a habit, right? It's a compulsion. Maybe you bite your nails, and then you pick your hair. Yeah, you catch yourself, but is it good? You're having like bald patches on your head. Do you want to continue it? Your nails are bleeding. Do you want to continue it? No. Okay, then you have to not do it, right? But it's so hard. Yes, it's hard. But do you want to continue doing it? No, right? At the end of the day, it's as simple as that. Is it good for you? Do you want to continue doing it? No. But it's so hard. Yeah, it's hard. But it doesn't really matter. If you want to stop, you have to engage in the act of stopping, right? So, if you want to get rid of the feeling that everyone hates me, especially because logically not everyone hates you, you have to stop engaging with that kind of a mentality. But it's so hard. Yes, it is hard, right? But the fact of the matter is this. We fall into it unconsciously. We fall into these feelings that everyone hates me unconsciously. We don't intentionally walk into it. But getting out of it is an intentional decision you can make, right? Why this kind of a pattern keeps on reinforcing itself is there's no voluntary action that is performed in order to get out of it. So the pattern of not doing anything about it, the pattern of feeling powerless about this phenomenon is what reinforces itself. So yes, is it going to be hard? It's going to be hard. But there has to be a starting point in disengaging from this unconscious habit. And that starting point of disengagement can be meditation, because it is the most accessible way of training that intentional disengagement from a thought, right? And I'm not saying prepare all these things and recorded audios of things, but just simply closing your eyes and focusing on the sensation of air entering and leaving your nostril, and that's it. And you can start right now. And after about one breath, your mind will wander again. But it's okay. When you find yourself wandering, you come back. You don't follow through. There's a song stuck in your head, right? Blah, 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 blah. And then you find yourself occupied with that song, and oh, gotta catch myself, I'm gonna come back. And then the song can be playing still in your head, but you don't continue feeding into it. You come back here. And this is the first step in actively disengaging from a thought that starts to consume you. And there are other practices you can do with varying difficulty. But coming back to the breath, it's the most accessible way of starting a new pattern of disengaging with an unconscious something that comes up and occupies your mind.